Hello, my name is Steve Goodman. In today's school system, uniform policy are growing rapidly. Within the past 15 years, there was been a 20% increase in the number of schools that now require students to wear uniforms. Even with the steady increase of utilization of uniform policies, not everyone is on one accord when it comes to this issue. There are many different options on these type of policies, many that agree with them and many that do not. Those who agree with the uniform policy may think they create a sense of equiness among students, which can allow them to flourish and save their parents a healthy amount of money at the same time. Educators are some of the biggest advocates for school uniform policy. They argue that it reduces problematic behavior, cut down on bullying, and encourage more school spirit overall. One of the main facts that is often thrown out when it comes to school uniform is that they allow all students to be equal. There are many times when students are less fortunate than those around them and often come to a school feeling out of place and uncomfortable because they are not dressed in expensive clothes and shoes like others. With these type of feelings, they are unable to perform to their best academic level. So with the uniform policy in place where it's leveled out and everyone is dressed the same, which can eliminate the feelings of embarrassment and shame, graduating from high school is a major milestone that almost everyone looks forward to. Evidence suggests that requiring uniforms may increase the number of students who earn their diploma. In at least one study, the graduation rate jumped by nearly 8% after uniform was introduced. Wow. Uniform policies in school are very cost effective. School administrators rave on the positive effects that are associated with the use of uniforms. Starting with the financial benefits to parents, 86% of elementary school principals believe that the uniform are more cost-effective compared to purchasing regular clothing. By forcing students to wear uniform, parents are essentially saving money because they are having to buy less expensive clothing. It has been noted that school districts that are made up of mostly economically disadvantaged students have the highest percentage a uniform policy in place. Nearly half of the schools that have a majority of their students receiving reduced or free lunch have some sort of uniform policy in place. Also with uniform, the actual amount of clothing that is purchased can be reduced tremendously. Parent could get away with purchasing around 5 uniform outfits and washing them weekly. The money that is being saved from expensive clothing can be used on important things such as college saving, which is true. I definitely agree with that. I'm pretty sure you agree with that too. One of the most common arguments against school uniform policy is that by enforcing a uniform policy, student rights to their freedom of expression is being stifled and essentially taken away. I am not saying that by making uniforms a requirement in schools set a limit to what students are essentially able to wear, but there are many other ways that students can use to express themselves. Students will have the ability to use the way they style their hair or self-expression. Students are also able to make their uniform stylish without breaking the uniform policy. The main reason that we send our children to school is to learn. Therefore, what they are wearing should not be the main focus. They have all the time outside of school to express themselves through the fashion choice. Enforcing a uniform policy can help in reducing bullying. School uniform became a big issue during the 1990s when there were several incidents of violence involving teens and items of clothing made headlines. A lot of times students bullying others because they recognize an area where they may be different from others. So what happened when everyone is dressed the same, all students are dressed the same, there would be no reason for any student to pick at anyone because of the way they look. Even though students aren't exactly thrilled about wearing uniform, most students do recognize the benefit they offer. With the decrease in bullying, there may also be a decrease in the amount of dropout that occur in high school, which will lead to more success. Bullying is a persistent problem in schools all across America, and many educators strongly feel that uniform reduces the potential for negative behavior among students. Statistics show that 64% of elementary school principals say that uniform have a positive impact on bullying. While uniform policy may have its disadvantages, they also have a great advantage as well. School uniform basically levels the field when it comes to the way students look and dress. Therefore, no one really have a reason to feel uncomfortable because everyone looks the same. There will be less bullying in school. All right, so this pretty much wraps up my thoughts on school uniforms and bullying, and I'm trying to hit some key points, like it cut down, cost effectiveness towards like regular civilian clothes, and you can go out and purchase a couple uniform shirts, like 5 uniform shirts and a couple pair of khakis, and which would be more or less than designer jeans or designer shirts and whatnot. But I really enjoyed this class, and this concludes my final speech. Thank you.